and humble for God. 1 Peter 5:6, so humble yourself under the mighty power of God, and at the right time, he will lift you up in honor. Philippians 2:3, don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Matthew 23:12, but those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Again, today's message is be grateful and humble for God. Now, we live in a selfish, self-centered society. Everybody's beating on their chest saying, look at me, look what I've done. Ooh-wee, look at me. Oh, yes, I'm so good, I'm so great. But God wants us to be humble. God doesn't want us to be bragging about ourselves or our accomplishments, because we couldn't achieve anything without God. But in the same token, we also have to be gracious. We have to be grateful for everything, especially to God, for a God-given ability, but also be grateful to others around us. I myself am so grateful for my family, for my friends, for my co-workers, for my fellow church members, for my pastors at the church. I am grateful. Don't wait for that last day you exist on this earth to be grateful. Be grateful all during your life. Now, when I was a track athlete at my high school, I was struggling trying to do the long jump. I was having several meets where I jumped 18 feet, which wasn't that great. So my track coach, his name Coach Al, he comes up to me, Brown, he calls everybody by their last name. Brown, I want you jumping junior varsity. I was incensed. I said, he doesn't know my God-given ability to jump. So I went up to the track official. I said, I'm jumping varsity. And so I'm running down that long jump lane, and I explode when I hit that board. And I'm jumping out 23 feet 2 inches a second in the state of California at the time. I only bring this as an illustration of what God will do if you remain humble and grateful to Him. I end up jumping 5 feet further than I've ever done before. My track coach comes back to me and said, Brown, did you do that? I can't believe it. Brown? So it's critical that we don't try to impress others, that we don't try to talk about ourselves too much, because God at the right time will exalt you. If you humble yourself, God will exalt you at the right time. Now, in terms of gratitude, I have an example with both my parents who passed away. My dad passed away, and I remembered a week before I told him every reason I was grateful for him, and then he passed away a week later. With my mom, she was in the hospital dying from cancer. I spent an hour telling her why I was so grateful for her. The next day, she was starting to get better, and the doctors were saying there's a possibility she may recover. But the following day after that, she passed away. So I'm so grateful that I was able to tell my mom my gratitude. So don't wait till that last day to be grateful. Be grateful all during your life. Be humble. You don't have to try and impress others. God will exalt you at just the right time. So be grateful and humble for God.